my loyal and intuitive Cancer friend. Hello and welcome. My name is Mina, and I'm here to offer you a 3-card reading exploring the themes of you, your path, and your potential. I invite you to consider what the reading reveals about possible challenges, opportunities, and personal growth for the week ahead. Take a deep breath, rest your mind, and let's see what the cards have to share with you today. Cancer, there is a quiet ache you might be carrying into this week. It is not loud, not the kind that demands attention from the outside, but it sits there, just beneath your daily gestures. There's a sense that something is about to shift, as if you're bracing for a conversation, a change, or even just the feeling that you've outgrown certain pieces of your life. The comfort of routine can feel both soothing and confining. You may notice moments when you want to pull back into your shell, to protect yourself from the friction of the world, but something inside is restless, an urge to step forward even when your heart is cautious. There's a tension between wanting to stay safe and quietly longing for a spark that feels honest and alive. This week, it's possible you'll feel that push and pull more acutely, the comfort of stillness, the weight of caution, and the whisper that you're ready to move, even if just by a single step. You may not speak this aloud to anyone, but deep down you sense you're standing at a threshold, aware of what you might risk if you open your heart, but also of what might be waiting if you do. There's a restlessness in your spirit now, a kind of energy that wants to break free from routine. The Knight of Wands shows up as the version of you who is tired of waiting for the right moment. There's a pulse here, a fire that burns quietly, urging you to take action, to let your heart lead you into territory that's a little bit unknown. You may catch yourself thinking of what you want, not just what you have. There's a craving for movement, for adventure, even if it's only the adventure of saying something you've been holding back, or doing something that shakes up your usual rhythm. Underneath, you might feel impatience, like you're running out of time to express what matters most to you. At the same time, there's a vulnerability that comes with this drive. You wonder if others will understand your desire for change, or if they'll see it as restlessness for its own sake. There's an unspoken tension between honoring your own momentum and fearing you might disrupt the balance you've worked so hard to create. You might sense your inner world heating up, emotions swirling, ideas sparking, but there's a gentleness to it too, a wish to move forward without burning bridges. The desire to be seen and heard is real, but so is the need to protect what makes you feel safe. You may find yourself caught in moments where your words come out bolder than you intended, or where your actions surprise even you. It's not recklessness, it's the natural outcome of wanting to live fully, to feel that you're not just passing time but making it count. There's a part of you that wants to run towards what inspires you, even as another part urges you to slow down, to remember what you value. This internal tug-of-war isn't a flaw, it's a sign that you care deeply about your life. You want your days to feel meaningful, your connections to feel alive. In the end, this restless energy is your own longing asking to be honored, to be trusted, even if it's just for a little while. When your inner world fills with longing and the urge to act, it ripples outward. The desire that stirs within you begins to color your choices, your interactions, even the way you show up for others. This week, you may notice how your boldness, however subtle, starts to shape your environment. What you hold inside doesn't stay contained. It finds its way into how you respond, how you listen, how you seek comfort, and how you invite others in. The path ahead is shaped not just by what you feel, but by the courage to let those feelings find expression, even in small, gentle ways. Events begin to unfold as you navigate this internal energy. The Queen of Cups emerges here, bringing an atmosphere where emotions run deep and sensitivity is heightened. You may find yourself more attuned to the moods of others, picking up on unspoken needs, or feeling the weight of other people's expectations. There's a sense of being pulled in two directions. On one hand, you want to offer support, to be the calm in the storm. On the other, you are aware of your own needs, your own urges for movement and change. The friction comes from trying to balance your caring nature with the restlessness you feel. It's easy to slip into old patterns, giving more than you receive, or holding back your own truth to keep the peace. The momentum of the week may carry you into situations where your empathy is both a gift and a burden. You might notice the pressure to keep everyone around you comfortable, to smooth over rough edges, even when your own heart is calling for honesty. At times, the desire to nurture can feel overwhelming, as if you are carrying not just your own emotions but those of others too. The challenge is real. How do you stay open and compassionate without losing yourself? There may be moments when you sense that the emotional landscape around you is shifting, that people are looking to you for guidance or comfort, even as you seek the same for yourself. The Queen of Cups doesn't demand perfection, she invites you to feel deeply without drowning in those feelings. The pressures you encounter this week might ask you to hold space for both your inner fire and your gentle heart. There is friction here, yes, but also the chance to find a new kind of balance, one where you honor your needs while still offering care to those you love. The unfolding events are less about dramatic changes and more about subtle shifts, the kind that happen when you let yourself be honest, present, and emotionally available. The path is shaped by your willingness to be vulnerable, even when it feels risky, and to trust that sensitivity is not weakness but strength. Potential is never static, and it doesn't arise by accident. It comes forward when you decide in quiet ways to show up for your own experience, not just for the world around you but for yourself. The movement from inner restlessness to outward care opens a door. Whether you walk through it is up to you, and it's in this conscious engagement that real possibility takes shape. What lies ahead depends on the choices you make, the boundaries you set, and the moments when you let yourself be moved by what matters most. Growth this week is not about grand victories. It's about the small, steady movements that come from choosing presence over avoidance. The Six of Swords represents the invitation to leave behind what no longer serves you, not in a dramatic exit, but in a gentle, thoughtful transition. There is a sense of crossing a threshold, moving from the known into the unknown, guided by the clarity that comes from feeling your feelings without letting them control you. You may notice the urge to let go of expectations, of roles you've outgrown, or of old ways of relating that no longer fit. This is not about walking away from people or responsibilities, but about shifting your relationship to them, finding a new way to engage that is truer to who you are now. The growth here is subtle, almost quiet, but it is real. You might feel lighter, less burdened by the weight of emotional baggage you didn't even realize you were carrying. There is space for hope, for healing, for the possibility that life can be gentler than you feared. This invitation is not a demand. It's a gentle hand on your shoulder, reminding you that you are allowed to change, to move on, to seek new horizons. The journey isn't about reaching a destination. It's about allowing yourself to be carried forward by your own honest needs, to trust that you can navigate what comes with grace and resilience. When you meet the moment consciously, you create the conditions for genuine transformation, one quiet step at a time. Each card in your spread weaves together a story of tension and movement, compassion and release. The Knight of Wands brings the spark, the restless yearning to move forward, to live more fully, to let yourself be seen in your desire for change. The Queen of Cups shows the landscape you move through, one where emotions run deep, where care and empathy are both gifts and challenges, where you are asked to hold space for yourself as much as for others. The Six of Swords offers the possibility of transition, the gentle passage from what was to what could be, not as an escape but as a conscious act of self-respect. Taken together, these energies point to a week where your growth will not come from pushing or forcing, but from listening closely to your own heart. There is reassurance in knowing that you don't have to have all the answers, that it's enough to honor where you are and to trust the process of becoming. The tension you feel is not a sign that something is wrong, but that something within you is ready to move. There is comfort in knowing that you can carry your care with you, that you can nurture yourself as you step into new territory. By the end of this week, you may find that the path forward is a little clearer, not because everything has changed, but because you have changed, even in small, quiet ways. You have honored the fire within, cared for the hearts around you, and allowed yourself to move gently toward what matters most. In this there is peace and the promise of deeper belonging to yourself and to your life as it unfolds. Actionable insights for Cancer this week. Let your feelings be seen by someone you trust, even if only in a small way. Try giving yourself the same comfort you offer others, even if just with a gentle word. If you notice an old pattern holding you back, allow yourself a little space before responding. Spoken word affirmations to repeat aloud for a more positive mindset. I honor what I feel, even when it shifts. I can move forward and still be gentle. My care for others includes caring for myself. I carry my strength with quiet certainty. And now, dear friend, I thank you for giving me your time. I truly hope I have given you something helpful in return. Goodbye and good luck until next time.